So I wasn't sure how I was going to format this special video, right? Because we found a few things in the penny roll from episode 250. The thing is, we found too many things, right? If it was one or maybe even two items to research, I could have probably not did as like an episode, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a 50 point, point 1, point 5 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But there's just too many things to do. So this is going to be episode 251. And hopefully I can earn the title of complete episode. All right. With that said, without further ado, if you didn't watch the video, if you didn't watch episode 250, you could cheat, go to the end of this video, fast forward to the end of this video, and I'll put the little thumbnail to click on for you to get episode 250. Watch that one first, because then you'll see where I found all of these. If not, you might be a little lost, or you could watch this, then go back, whatever you want. And I found my Q-tips. I've been looking for these things for a while. And of course, I kept them with. This is paint thinner. I shouldn't open this up inside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a drop and I'm going to put it on. I wanted to use the top of the can. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll put the penny up here, right? So I'm going to clean this penny at the end of the video. I'll put the penny up here because I thought there's doubling on the top. And I'll take the Q-tip and I'll just clean it on the top. So that way I don't leave the can open. Hopefully nothing happens bad to me. We'll see. All right. So let me get copper coins up. That's numero uno. So we can look up some of these. And I always go to the date guide. That's what I do. Some people go to die variety search. All right. And let's see what we saw. All right. So here you can see that severe tilted hub on the 3. Even has a little dye blister there. But that's where I see that's the most significant thing is right there on the 3. So either that's a something or it's a nothing. All right. So let's see what we see. Let me click on it. And if I see anything, I'll show it to you. Okay. All right. So this is, for those of you who don't know, that I will show you. For those of you who don't know, this is the date guide for coppercoins.com. Okay. And that's where I go to. For me, that's the easiest way to look it up. Other people, like I said, click the, I know Otis clicks the die variety search. All right. So that's where we're at. We're on the 93. Let's click 93. It's a P, right? So a P1DO, nothing. Let's do another P1DO. He only has one. Oh, so here he only has one PDO. Now on the reverse, he does have something on the reverse. In the columns, there's these other little lines. So you never know, right? So I'm seeing, so this is pretty cool. So I'm seeing the whatever, the tilted hub, right? Doubling on the date. Now, maybe on the reverse, there's something that I didn't notice before. All right, I don't see any. I'll show you what he's showing. Oh, and he's also showed something in the step. No value. Oh, the wavy step has no value, but it's something to notice. That's cool. I like that he did that. I'm going to show you what he did. So first, let me look into the columns. I like that he did that. I've never seen that before. I don't see the little extra line in the column. And I don't see the wavy step. Okay, so we're gonna call this a dud. Because, you know, it's cool, but it's not super valuable. Maybe, maybe one of these other websites they might show the 3, but it's not even in great condition. So let me show you what he All right. So let me go to. I'm gonna back it up and I'm gonna show you how the process. All right. So you go to one. So there was nothing in 1DO, right? There was nothing there. If you click 1DO, there's nothing. He has nothing there. Now, if you click on 1DR, click on 1DR, he has something there. He's showing I guess die errors. Oh, so it's next to the Lincoln. I didn't see anything anyway. Right? He shows you what they're worth and the condition. And there's one that it's called the wavy steps. You see the steps are kind of wavy. No value. So he still took the time out to show it to you, even though it has no value. And that has intrinsic value, right? Because would you have noticed wavy steps? Are you that acute? Are you that keen to notice wavy steps on the reverse? And these are the lines I was talking about that I did not see. Okay. So that one was a dud. Next. Oh, is this oh, this is the L, right? Yeah. It's the L. All right, let's check it out. All right, so we back page to the date guide. We click on 2000. 1DO. Now you know. Nothing on 1DO. There's nothing there. He does show something on the reverse. Little things around the Lincoln Memorial. Okay, well, it's funny. We had a bunch of 2000s. I could have checked that on all of them. But since this one has the little thing, this is what we got in front of us. This is what I'm going to check. This is so funny. His knees, doubling of column 6 and a pair of slightly tilted extra knees. Oh, extra knees. It's so funny. His knees look like a butt. Can you see that? I'm going. His knees look like a butt in this. I wonder if that's the extra knees. I have a bunch of 2000s. See, since I made this into an extra video, now I could take my time. Do you follow what I'm saying? This is why I do the extra videos. Before, I want, it was getting to that time to end the video, and I would have rushed through all of this. But now, these are the zincs. Let me move these. These are the ones we have to still research, and this is the one we're cleaning. These are the zincs. I'm going to get the 2000s out. I want to see this because his knees look like a butt. His knees look like a butt. Can you see that? All right. So I'm going to take out all the 2000s. We found so many 2000s. Now I want to look for. Oh, we even found a D. I'll take that out too. And they're in such nice condition that if there is one with an error, to me, somebody might want it. And to see something like that, I would think you would need a. There was a lot of 2000s in here, man. So you know what? I'm glad we're doing this. Oh my God, I can't believe how many 2000s are here. I'm gonna show you all the 2000s. If you didn't watch the video, hopefully you watched the video. Okay. Yeah, this guy had a business in 2000, probably closed in two. Yeah, Mahanoy City really took a dive. Was a the whole Schuylkill County in the 50s and the 40s was booming, man, booming. And then it took a dive. I'm gonna say in the 70s when a lot of those places. So look at all these 2000s that we got from that one roll, right? Look how nice and new they look. And we're looking for, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do this off camera because I just can't tell by looking at it like that. So I'm sorry. If I find one. We're looking for the extra knee. I'm going to put them to the side just in case. Extra knee, and there's also an extra little column next to the dude, next to Lincoln. And I'm going to click on the other. Okay, so everything around, anything anomalous around Lincoln, including the column, is what they're showing on the 2000. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Let me back page to the one before it, because that's the one that I really saw that I thought, yeah, that's it there. So interesting. Like this one has an extra something going on around the hand. I'll put that to the side. And I have so many of them, I can compare them to each other. Okay, so they do show the hand. So I'm gonna put that away. I mean, I'm not gonna keep that. So they do show the hand. Like in multiple ones that I'm looking at here. Oh no, they don't. This one doesn't have the hand. Let me bring those back. Oh, this one does have the hand. So this is a pretty interesting process. A pair of slightly extra knee, yes. But look, it looks like if you don't, if you can't see something extra, because it's pretty obvious in the picture. So I don't want to make something up that's not there. Like the extra knee is like really an extra knee. The extra column's like really an extra column. It's not like a scratch. You know what I'm saying? And you could back. You can back it up, but it is kind of funny how all of these do show. His knees look like a butt, especially in that first one that we were looking at, which I'll look at again, obviously. See, they don't all look like that. And I'll show you what I mean. Like this one, if you look at his knees, oh yeah, it kind of does too. Like it looks like a butt. It looks like he's standing. It looks like he's standing backwards. Tell me, Link, that doesn't look like a butt. Like Lincoln standing naked. Ain't that hilarious? I wish these were all errors, but this one has the biggest butt, especially right there. Right? Tell me that doesn't look like Lincoln standing backwards with his naked with his like with a big butt. That's hilarious. They're so large. I'm gonna keep it. His butt looks so big in that. Well, it's his knees. I'm sorry. His knees look so big like a butt. I'm going to keep it. All right. So that's that one. What's next? So we did not find it. Like, oh, this has to be the 9 on the 89, right? Yeah. Just want to check out the. I want to check out the Liberty and the motto and the reverse. So all I see here is the 9. It's pretty cool looking. All right, let's go. Let's back page it to the date guide. Let's click on 89. Click on P1DO. All right, they're showing the 8. Extra thickness with some separation shown on date, Liberty, and Trust. No, we don't see that. Yeah, most of this is extra thickness. I want to see this. I want to see when it shows just the separation on date. I mean, we can look at it again. I was really hoping to see the picture of the separation on the 9. Light extra thickness on the date. I mean, the 8 looks like it has some extra thickness. I don't know about the rest of these. And you always got to check out that N. Make sure there's no extra doubling in between the lines on the N. Yeah, I don't know about that extra thickness stuff. This might be a dud too. And that's what most of them are. Most of them are duds. It was pretty cool. I looked it up. I'll show you what I see. That way, you can read a couple of the if you're so inclined. Right. So this is copper coins. All right. Extra thickness. I really didn't see it, to be honest with you. Light extra thickness on date. I mean, I have I don't really have the extra thickness. I have the extra notch in the R. I didn't find any of those. I mean, I could click on one more page if you want. Yeah, see, it's not showing the doubling on the date. So I'm going to call this one a dud. All right, strike 2. Now, this one, irregardless, it's a 1941. Right. So again, if you did not watch the previous video, you might be a little lost. But this is one of the pennies that we found in the coin roll hunt. And sometimes spreads like this, look at the G, are from, whatever the type of die. And they're identified. See the notch in the Y? That could be in the T, the Liberty. The 1. Some of these things might be identified by someone as being a die error. So let's back page again. Let's go to 1941p. P1DO. Okay, now he's showing real. Let me show you what he's showing. All right, this is copper coins, obviously. That's where we're at. So this is what he's showing. That's doubling. That's what you want to find. I did not check the I. Look at all these he's got. He's got a ton. Um, so we have more of a spread. He shows the G. See how he shows these other weird little things like this? Broken T. He called it a broken T. Ah, okay. Do we have the broken T? No. If I was to say we have anything, it would be I wouldn't even call that a broken G. There's a good chance this is a wash also, just whatever the value is of a 1941, probably in very fine condition. He does show these little things on the T. He's big on the T. He's big on the T. All right, we're gonna, and the eyelid. I didn't check the eye. No, I don't see anything on the eye. I don't think I see anything on the eye. Okay, so I'm gonna call this one, and most of them, that's the way it is, man. Most of these are gonna be a wash. I don't see any doubling on the eye. In either of these T's, I really don't see anything that weird. The U is pretty cool. Huh, that's weird on the U. I think that's just the spread. Yeah, that's the direction. It could be a tilted hub error. I think that's just a spread, personally. You can see the little line going through the W up there. So it could be post-mint damage. So it's a nice penny, but we're going to call it a nothing burger. Now, this is the one we're cleaning, but we do have two other ones underneath it. And I can't remember exactly what it was about these 94s. Oh, yeah, this is the one with the... Okay, so anyway, I guess I'll do it here. I was going to do a separate video just for these, but I looked for another 94. This is not, like, I can check. He's not going to show a split clad. So we found a nice split clad. I will go to his 94s though on his date guide. Let's click on 94. DDO, P1DO, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there. And so that's real. It's just cool looking, really. But if you want to compare it to another 94, I found another 94. And you can see the difference. So I was going to do a separate video just for this, but because I'm doing this episode 151, I'll merge. So let me get the my little pointer. Where's my little pointer at? Here it goes. Problem if you have a messy desk, it becomes hard to find things. Messy Jesse. So if you watched the previous episode, you know that we found this, and I explained it in some detail. But this is the clatter. You can see it looks like tinfoil, doesn't it? Doesn't the surface of this penny look a little bit like foil? Not tinfoil, it's copper. But you can tell it looks like foil. And that's basically what clad is. It's basically a foil covering over the planchet, or over the... I don't know how, is it over the planchet or is it over the blank? Or is it the same thing? And you can see that the foil, the clad, split right above the letters here. Does it do it in any? It does it a little bit here on the T, but not to this degree, right? So does it have any value? Not really, but I would say that this one here is probably the most split I've ever seen in one area. So it is pretty cool. All right. So we went through that also. I will do a short on that. I'll put it to the side. And this is the last one we have. I'm going to try to do this without. Let me show you what I'm trying to accomplish. And it's really, it's on. I'm going to look at it under the loop again, but I want to show you. I mean, you can see it right there, right? And the GOD, above the GOD, there's another O. Either that's dirt or it's something else. And since this is a super duper dirty penny, corroded penny, I want to clean this area. I want to see if that comes off. Because it could be from just another dirty penny hitting the edge and leaving its mark on it. Let me look at this under the loop to see, make sure I know what I'm looking at. Because if it's a strike from another penny, then that's a different story, right? Then that's could be an error. So what I'm going to do is very quickly is I'm going to open. This is paint thinner. These pennies have been in there for months and months and months. Paint thinner, not paint. It's it is paint thinner. It's a what's it called? Mineral spirits. I've had these in there months. It doesn't even affect the tarnish on these things. Um, but I'm going to try to do this very quick so I don't stink up the room. And all we want to do really is clean up this corner here, which I'll use this, and then I'll just throw everything away. I just want to touch the. That's all I wanted to do. I mean, I could put it on the whole thing. Yeah, so that's my experience is that mineral spirits does not affect the outer layer as much as copper cleaner. If you use that copper cleaner stuff, it's really, really, really is going to take off the top layer. This barely removes. Yeah, see, it's removing. See how nicely it took off the paint. If you go to the beginning and then you go to this, you're going to see. All right, now we'll do the other side. Let's see if we can use the other side of the Q-tip to remove. And really, we want to make sure we do the O right above God. That's really what we want. See if that comes out or not. And then I'm just doing the whole penny just for the heck of it, because I got the. And you know where I learned? I actually learned this from somebody else's channel. A long, maybe a year. I'm gonna say a long time ago. I know a year is not a long time, but the channel's only been active for 9 months. So, in sense of the channel, I'm gonna put this into a bag. I have a little bag here. I don't want to put it in my garbage because the fumes will keep on coming out. Okay, so I put the Q-tip in there, and now I'm gonna use this to take off the extra paint thinner, and then I'll use this. Now we're on this. And if this thing stinks like mineral spirits, then I'll throw it in the bag too and get rid of it. All right. So it's right up here that we want to see if that O stood or not. All right. Moment of truth. Hold on. I gotta have sound effects. Nope, wrong sound effect. All right. O's still there, man. All right. O is there. Yeah, I got it all off. Let me look at it again on the loop. You can see in the rim now that it's a little cleaner. See, it's cleaner, but it didn't take off all the patina and all that and all the other corrosion. It took off a little bit of it, just made it a little bit clearer. But you can see, let me see, let me go closer. I'm gonna get the little pointer too. Mr. Pointer, right? You can see, you can see right here, you can see where the impression of the O goes into the rim. But you see a bunch of other stuff, but nothing like that. I don't know if it's because it has it's like it's a little dirty on the inside. Oh, you can see it above the G too. All right. I'm gonna show you what a stutter strike is. I'm gonna look it up for you, right? Because a lot of people, I never knew what it was until I went to look for it. Stutter strike error coin. I think I forget. Oh, here we go. Stutter strike 2. It's in errorref.com. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put it up there. We're gonna read it together. All right, so this is errorref.com, right? They get all the credit. Stutter strike errors. A stutter strike occurs when the hammer die makes transient contact with a planchet without there being any resistance provided by the hammer die. Resistance is provided by other means. After the initial light contact, the hammer die completes its downstroke in a position medial to the site of the original contact. The stutter strike is restricted to a thin outline crescent that is sharply demarcated. Where did I know that word from? Isn't that from football or something? I don't know why I hear that word demarcated and I think of the like the line of scrimmage or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, from the adjacent complete design. Directly opposite the stutter strike on the face strike by the anvil die, the original surface of the planchet is persists unaltered, which means the other side has nothing on it. There are 3 types of stutter strikes which are not closely related to each other except with the respect to the final outcome. And now they're showing pictures. Here the resistance is provided at one pole by a stiff but still somewhat mobile collar. It surmised that the die or die assembly has to be loose as well because stiff collar errors are common but stutter strikes are not. And it's in the rim. So it kind of looks like what we got. So now they're showing that's type 1. That's type 2. Interesting, right? We were just looking at the split clad, but I guess this is, maybe that's zinc. Now, the one that I have a set of consecutive coins. Let me show you. If you're a returning subscriber, it shows it to you. Let me see. I'm going to go into my channel and I'm going to click on search. I'm going to click on help. All right, I guess I could do that with you. Let me see. All right, so if you go into, you should be able to see it at the top, right? Recent, no, it's above that a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to type in help, right? If you go into my channel, and where's it at? Now, this is it. Can you see it? It's below that one. You see this? Look at that. And I've already told you guys that I believe I've already identified this as a stutter strike. I'm pretty sure. But nobody's helped me with this, by the way, and which is so amazing because I think this is probably the most valuable pennies I ever found. Now, if you look at that, I was thinking this was a stutter strike, but if it's from a different coin, then I don't know if that. I think a mule is a different coin, but a different. I don't know what it is. Anyway, but it's around the edge, and I was assuming it's a stutter strike. And I have a bunch of coins. I found 30 of them like this. And you can watch the video. It's a super. Maybe I'll. You can't put extra video. You have to look for it just the way I'm showing it to you now. But look how awesome this. And these pennies are in mint condition, probably MS 65 to 67. And you can see all the doubling in them. They're ridiculous. When I have enough money, I'm just going to send them out to get graded. That's how good the condition is of them. As you can see it. Here. Look at that. Is that amazing? I found 30 of these, if you can believe that, in that condition. Anyway, back to the coin at hand. This one is more similar to the other ones with the and above the G, you can also see. Oh, look, yeah, you can see it above the G. You might have noticed this before. I didn't till recently. So it could be a stutter strike, right? Doesn't that look like a G above the G? You got the O there. That one's obvious. But above the G, above all these letters, you can see, especially the G. The G, I think, is also prominent. Maybe even the D. So it could be a stutter strike. And that's why it's so important to use multiple websites and have them bookmarked. And look at that next to look at that next to the D of God. Almost looks like the E, right? So very interesting. And again, is it a stutter strike? It might be. It looks like it is. Well, that's all we got for today. And look how easy we went to 40 minutes. Thank you. You shouldn't have. I'll be here all week. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a nice look at some of the pennies we found. Sorry about that. That's the I'm getting rid of the Q-tip. Put it into a bag so I don't stink up the whole room. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I try to, yeah, I guess I could do this. So, the goal of the channel really is to encourage new coin roll hunters, specifically penny roll hunters. This is the easiest, right? I mean, there's people out there doing videos on silver dollars, that they got. I mean, I did one on silver dollars yesterday, but that was on new silver dollars, that I got from my local coin shop. But there are not new 1997s, but you know what I'm saying, recent. There are some people who are like getting thousands and thousands of dollars on a regular basis, and that's not realistic. Especially in today's day and age with how the weather is, how the climate of our economy is. So not very few people are doing that, and I don't do that. I do pennies 99%. I did do silver dollars yesterday, which is odd that I'm talking about it, but that's the point of the channel, right? To really encourage people to into the hobby and the progression of learning, because I really didn't know anything when I first started, and now, as you can see, I've learned quite a bit, and I have a lot of contacts as far as there's a certain process to getting these coins from the bank. You should just have to go in there, but if you go to a lot of different banks, you'll learn different personalities, right? So, for example, at one bank at Mahanoy City, the ladies are great, and some of the other banks, different personalities, and then people quit and stuff like that. So you never know. Anyway, 42 minutes. If you're still here, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. Please click like and subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.